Hi Schlockmeister fans, this is another re-review from my previous channel. We're going to check out the Fulci film, The New York Ripper. Let's watch. So our film starts with a guy playing fetch with his dog.
Go on. Take it.
He comes back with a severed hand.
I'll ask the questions if you don't.
This cop, Fred Williams, is investigating the death.
When did you last see this girl, Ann Lynn? That was her name, right?
No, that's her working name. Her name is Plumie or whatever.
Fast forward to a woman who's writing shit and makeup on this guy's car.
Well, he deserves it. It'll wash right off a little water.
Moments later, she becomes our next victim. Officer Williams on the case, looking for help.
I wouldn't imagine it would be a policeman today. It's about that maniac who loves to slash young girls to death, right?
Our film then continues with this couple attending some sort of live sex show. And our next victim gets a bottle in the belly. Our officer gets a phone call from a guy sounding like a duck.
Who the hell are you?
My clients all remain anonymous.
He's with a hooker.
I tell you a lot of things, but have I ever mentioned a name? Huh?
And how does that son of a bitch know that I'm here?
No nudity here, but we do have a guy playing footsie with the girl. See, it goes on for a while, actually.
Morana's got silver toes. Didn't I tell you she loves it? Oh, beautiful baby.
Is this a victim? Is this our killer? Or is this unrelated? Victim. Although I don't think this is the guy who was on the train. Anyway, she survived. This is her boyfriend, Peter.
I'm sorry, darling. Forgive me.
There's nothing to forgive.
Our killer has 2 fingers missing. That woman briefly got away. Briefly.
Anyway, thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah, because your little hobby here, you now know the Ripper's identity. Nikus Calendar.
So now he believes he knows who the killer is. Just gotta find him.
Yeah.
You've no right to bully a law-abiding citizen.
The phone calls, on the other hand, the phone calls indicate a very intelligent personality with a refined cultural family background.
Nothing wrong with you. We know he's our guy. Now all the rest is malarkey shit, just for experts like you.
Bitch!
Faye is saved by Peter.
You know, you're a pretty lucky little lady. And it's the second time that the Rippers missed you.
If it weren't for Peter, though, this time, I don't know.
And if you cops hadn't stopped me for a routine check, I would have been here a lot earlier.
Here we go.
He's still calling and sounding like a duck. They're trying to trace it.
Speaking.
We're on our way.
But he fooled them. Just a recording.
Want to hear her voice? Well, I think you have a right to.
This is Kitty, the prostitute that Williams was with. He tries to rush over there, but she's gone by this time he's going to get there. Ouch. He knows where she is, where she lives, so he rushes over there, like I said. I can't really show you the aftermath of what he finds, but it's naked and gruesome. A little while later, that Mickey Scardini or whatever, the guy he thinks is the killer, is found dead. But guess what?
Time of death? Well, that I have on the button. Tuesday the 10th, 8 days ago.
8 days? Bullshit, man. That son of a bitch, he murdered Kitty 4 days ago. He can't be dead for 8 days.
So the killer's still out there.
You had a puppy when you were little. Can't we have
We're gonna learn this is Peter's daughter, Susie. She's missing some limbs.
Okay, but it better not be very big or eat too much.
Apart from an incredibly high IQ, there's also a note with 5 stars saying that she tends toward hallucinations. Like quite often she has visions which to her seem reality. Now,
No.
He pieces it together that it's actually Peter. Peter's the killer.
she'll never grow up to be a woman. Now I understand. Under that tent lies the motive.
Faye's getting a call. On the other end, well, sure shit, it's Peter.
Don't go in Susie's room!
And he's coming after
Stay
Faye.
out of Susie's room!
They struggle. He does get the upper hand briefly until Williams shows up.
Then the hospital bill. Those marks on the wall by the movie house. A broken knife. But I was sure of it when I heard Peter on the phone with...
But our last scene in the film,
Daddy, please don't leave me alone. Please. Please answer. Speak to me. Daddy, please.
all right, let's talk about the New York Ripper. This is a movie that I think I've had in my collection for about 5 years. I think somebody sent this to me and said, review this. So I did. Now this is my re-review. So what we have here is a Fulci film. It was filmed in, I believe it was filmed in New York City. We have a serial killer in New York City who likes to walk and talk and sound like a duck. When he calls and like taunts people on the phone, he quacks. He quacks when he talks and just has that sort of when he's going on. So he kills people. He kills women, I should say, one after the other. And there's this tired police detective named, I think it was Fred Williams or something like that. Mr. Williams, I don't know. He's investigating this, and he gets this other guy, this psychologist or whatever, to try to help him. And basically the rest of the film is him trying to track down the serial killer. And we see various kills throughout. Now, there's this one woman who gets attacked by the serial killer, but she manages to live. Then she got a boyfriend. Her name was Faye. The boyfriend's name was Peter, I believe. Eventually our detective thinks it's this one guy whose name I can't remember now. It started with last name started with an S, Scaldani or something like that. He thinks it's this guy, but then this guy ends up dead. And then he said, well, it looks like we got him, so good. The guy committed suicide. Well, the coroner says this guy's been dead about 8 days. And this guy's like, the cop's like, no, he killed this other person 4 days ago. Then the cop realizes that, okay, I guess I got the wrong guy. Or I should say, it's not the right guy. Our killer's probably still out there. So he gets a profile of the killer, puts it all together, and think, you know what, this sounds a lot like Peter, Faye's boyfriend. You know, the odds of you being able to put that together and linking him as a possible suspect is horseshit ridiculous, but whatever. Turns out, of course, he's right. Well, Peter ends up with Faye one night, and he's going to try to kill her, but then Faye attacks him. I can't remember if she shot or stabbed him near the end there, but whatever the case is, they got into a struggle after that. Then the cops showed up and they killed him, and that's basically how our movie ends. So it's the New York Ripper. He was the boyfriend of one of the potential victims in this movie. His name was Peter. The reason he was doing all this is because he had a daughter He has a young daughter named Susie, I believe, who is like missing an arm and a leg or something from some sort of horrific accident, and she's like a 7-year-old kid or something like that. And he has this resentment towards women because he feels, well, my little girl can't grow up to have a normal adult life like these women do, so I have to kill all the women. He's basically jealous, and if my girl can't live that normal life, then no woman can. I guess that's his theory. So anyway, that is a New York Ripper. Now, the movie, was it any good? It's okay. Some decent nudity in this movie, and actually some very decent gore, some nasty gore too. It's like some eyeball slicing with razor blades and some razor blades in the chest. And from that standpoint, yeah, it's a pretty good movie. I'm not a huge fan of Fulci films. They have that Italian giallo feel to me, and they just don't jive with me in any way. But I think I may have enjoyed this one more than any of it. It kind of plays more like an 80s slasher, or even a late 70s slasher. It seems more on that vein. So yeah, it was decent. It was okay. So anyway, that's New York Ripper. I ain't got much more to say about this. I'm sure this movie's been released on Blu-ray since then too. I'll double check that, and I'll put a link down to something tonight. If not, the DVD from Anchor Bay is or / was available, and there you go. Check it out. Leave some comments and know what you think about the New York Ripper. Watch it. Bye.